best of 3.
Yeah.
Well, most of them.
I have like a common knowledge of volleyball, but not in depth like I do football or basketball.
I've seen some games on the schedule with play best of 3, and then football city and then some games where they play most of the games best of 5. It's supposed to be, but when you're actually playing the game is up to debate. If the ball goes out of frame, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep it on the players.
Yeah. They'll be able to, they'll be able to see, it's easier for them to track your eyes.
Right.
Yep. Check, check. Check, check.
And check, check.
Check, check. Awesome. Check, check. Check, check. Well, that's good.
All right, thanks to all the folks who were tuned in early for the Tonganoxie Sports Live presentation of Tonganoxie versus Bonner Springs in volleyball. You're watching the last part of the JV match there. Tonganoxie looked like they were going to make a go of it, winning the second set to tie the match at 1-all, and then taking a pretty solid lead through the third set. Unfortunately, the Braves were able to come back and take the third set 16-14. We are going to step away, but so you'll see the beginning soon. We will be back with our pregame show in about 5 minutes. So make sure you stick around here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live, your new home for Chieftain athletics. The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's time for the Chieftains on your new home for Tonganoxie High School athletics, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by Brothers Market, Community National Bank, Midwest Chiropractic Center, S&S Auto Body, The White Birch Agency Realty Executives, Physical Therapy Solutions, First State Bank and Trust, the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission, and Wizard of Paws. It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Good evening and welcome to Tonganoxie High School. My name is Sean Rochkolb. I'm here with Dylan Funk, and we are set to bring you volleyball action for the first time this year on the Tonganoxie Sports Live Network. Tonight's matchup is between your Tonganoxie Lady Chieftains and the Bonner Springs Braves. It's a conference matchup for teams. Bonner Springs comes into the match with a pretty stout 9-1 record, 2-0 in conference. Tonganoxie, on the other hand, 5-9. But a 2-2 record in conference. Perfect here at home on the year. Looks like a pretty solid matchup. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, you'll find personalized coverage designed for you. As an agency, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. Well, Dylan, we had a pretty good JV match. Tonganoxie dropped the first set, came back, stormed to a win in the second set, and was leading for most of the third. But obviously, felt Bonner Springs was able to mount the comeback and take the deciding set, 15-13. For the varsity squad, that's got to be heartening because they see they're coming. You've got two teams coming in with a kind of completely opposite records. Tonganoxie. Not flat, not a great record. Right. They've got some quality wins. Bonner Springs, on the other hand, only one loss on the season. You gotta look at that and say, okay, we can do this. JV team pushed them, we can keep it up. So
Yeah, absolutely. No matter what sport you're in, whenever you see your JV kind of go out first, you can kind of see how they handle the opponent first. And you also kind of see a possible game plan for what the opponent could be playing on the varsity end as well. Mm-hmm. So you get that advantage too. But yeah, great fight there. Great fight there by the JV Lady Chieftains. Almost got away with the victory there. As you said, went deep into the third set. But yeah, that ought to give some adrenaline for this varsity squad here tonight. Try to take these Bonner Springs Braves to unknown territory. Try to hand them a loss on the season.
Absolutely. We are going to step away for a quick break, and we're about 10 minutes away from starting lineups and introductions. We will be back to take you through the matchups and a quick look back on the season right after this break.
The team at White Birch Properties Realty Executives in Tonganoxie. Amanda, Brianna, and Joanna make up this team of like-minded individuals with the goal of making the home buying and selling process enjoyable and stress-free. The team at White Birch Properties is in it to win it. Stop by and put together your game plan at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
We kind of apologize for the football bumper there. We kind of repurposed our broadcast and did not get that. We will get that squared away for next Tuesday, or correction, next Thursday. This is the beginning of a really busy week for Tonganoxie Sports Live. We've got 2 broadcasts this week. We're bringing you volleyball and then football against Eudora on Friday night.
Yep.
And then we are right back here next Thursday night for another volleyball matchup, and then on the road with the team for football. So hope you guys are enjoying our broadcasts. We're happy to bring it to you in the time of COVID and the social distancing and limited capacity.
It's live sports, baby. You got to love it.
Absolutely. So we talked about the 2 teams coming in with kind of different records, but a lot of solid comparisons on the matchup. Barners played 28 sets on the year, picked up pretty solid 338 kills, averaging 12 kills per set. Pretty solid, really strong hitting percentage of 294. Tonganoxie's only played 21 sets on the year, 123 kills, about 6 per set. But it's always good to see. You never want to see your hitting percentage under 0. So with even though the Lady Chieftains are at just a 17 hitting percentage, it's still it's above 0. You got to get that above water.
Right.
At least you're getting more kills than you are errors, and a lot of good swings. Ball handling, both squads are fairly good. Tonganoxie hands out 3, average about 3.4 assists per set. The Braves, hover around 10. So again, with them averaging more kills per set, you're going to see more assists per set. It's also, that's also really good. You want to see where your assists and kills are pretty close to each other. That way you're not seeing a lot of unforced errors from the other team. Both squads solid on the block. 11 solo blocks for the Lady Chieftains, 12 for the Braves. Good defense on both sides. Digs. This is where I really like to focus. Kind of shifting to the defensive side of things. Tonganoxie's out digging Bonner Springs on this. They played 28. Bonner's had 28 sets. Tonga's had 21. Tonga's averaging 16.8 digs per set. Bonner's only averaging 15.6. So again, it's solid that they're it's nice that they're able to get that defense involved and get the good passing, set up the attack. Right. Stay in system. Serving, again, both teams are really solid from the line here. Tonganoxie again holding the edge. They've got 92.9% serving percentage with 407 total serves and only 29 serving errors. Bonner Springs on the flip side of that, they've had 636 total serves and have coughed up 60 errors. So, again, that's something that we're going to look to see if Tonganoxie can exploit on the year. Tonight, Tonganoxie 32 aces. Now, I say that the serving errors versus serving aces. Then another key stat. Yes, Bonner Springs gives up 60 errors. Is giving up 60 errors on the year. But they've managed 75 aces. That's smoking. That's almost 3%. It's
pretty good in my book, right, Joe?
Yeah, and you see that when you've got a team that is aggressive on the serve. They're trying to hit the corners, trying to hit the lines. You'll see those occasionally go out of bounds. But then, that's, like I said, it's a hallmark of an aggressive serving team. So again, it'll be interesting to see how Tonganoxie is able to handle that. Again, solid performances from both teams throughout the year. Like I said, right now we're about 5 minutes away from the starting lineups. And you're kind of watching the alternating serve and receive here. We're going to step away one last time, and we will be back with the starting lineups, look around the Frontier League and the National Anthem right after this break.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. That's why they are continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. Great programs like the 3rd and 4th grade basketball league and the 4th through 6th grade volleyball clinics. Registration for those programs are open right now and are great for any skill level. For more information or to get registered, go to tongirec.org or call the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission at 913-845-3502.
Community-minded, community strong. That's what you get with Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. A small town feel with the best banking services, including great options on loans, checking and saving accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. At Community National Bank, people don't care how much we know until they know how much we care. To learn more, check us out on Facebook at Community National Bank KS or visit communitynationalbank.net. Go Chieftains!
Nice little all sports bumper there on the Tonganoxie Sports Live Network. Welcome back to the pregame show. The pregame show is brought to you by White Birch Properties Realty Executives. At White Birch Properties, you have a team of agents ready to help you buy or sell that next house. Their team is ready to lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-915-0451. We are not the only action around the Frontier. Looks like we've got everybody around the Frontier League is 5 other matches on tap tonight. A couple of them that are probably already underway, although you never know. As we saw, we're getting about a half-hour late start here. Right. Baldwin is at Eudora. They were scheduled to start at 6 p.m. Lansing taking on DeSoto in DeSoto. Again, slated for a 6 p.m. start. Bonner Springs, obviously, you're here with us. Bonner Springs versus Tonganoxie. Again, we were scheduled for a 6:30 start. We're going to be closer to 7 o'clock on that, maybe 7:05 after the national anthem and starting lineups. Piper is taking on Spring Hill in Spring Hill, Kansas. Again, scheduled for a 6:30 start. And Ottawa is at Lewisburg. Again, slated for a 6:30 start. We'll take you through the standings real quick. As we mentioned, Bonner Springs currently sitting third. Yeah, third. We'll call it third on games in the conference. It's hard to kind of judge out with the unbalanced schedule. Right. You've got 4 undefeated teams sitting at the top of the conference. DeSoto and Spring Hill both 3-0 records. Baldwin has only played 1 conference game, but they're 1. So they're kind of looking up at kind of chasing Bonner Springs there. Tonganoxie, 2-2. Right there in the middle of the pack. Great place to be. Eudora also with a 500 record, but they're sitting a couple games behind Tonganoxie because they've only played the 2 matches. Lewisburg 1-2 on the year. Paola 1-3, and Ottawa and Piper still both looking for their first conference win. Even though they're looking for their first wins, every team does have a non-conference win, which is solid. You always hate to see, when your league kind of struggles, you don't want to see, you like to beat the teams. You like to have a chance to beat up on them, but when they're playing out of conference, you want to see them do well. Again, DeSoto and DeSoto looking, pretty solid on the year, 10-1 overall record. They've only dropped 20. Of the 26 sets they've played, they've only dropped 5. That's a really solid number.
I'd say so myself too.
Yeah. I've seen, it's one of those things with matches being 3 sets. You can kind of tell where a team lies if they've, if they're really running over teams. You'll see that sets lost number, dwindle very low. It's rare to see it at 0, but I have actually seen the team go perfect on the regular season.
Really?
Park University 2014 women's volleyball team went 40-0. They only dropped 6 sets.
That is incredible.
Through 40 matches, and of those 6 sets, 4 of them came in the postseason. So
that's incredible. Good for them.
Yep. We are going to turn over to the PA announcer for our national anthem and starting lineups.
number 18, Mercedes Madball. Number 19, Lauren McLaughlin. And number 20, Ren Van Cleve. And now for Tonganoxie Lady Chieftains. Starting in the middle, number 1, Tessa Kalovich. At opposite, number 2, Maddie Baldock. In the middle, number 6, Amanda Klein. At center, number 8, Kieran Dale. Our defensive specialist, number 11, Bailey Poggi. At center, number 18, Keisha Bulldog. And at the barrel, number 55, Lexi Joa.
All right, and as you heard, we are getting ready for first serve here. Going through the starting lineup again real quick for first for Bonner Springs. Outside hitter number 7, Kiana Cruz. Middle hitter number 8, Mariah Noel. Outside number 13, Nikki Ledbetter. Setter number 18, Mercedes Madlock. Middle blocker, right side number 19, Lauren McLaughlin. And also right side number 20, Ren Van Cleve. The libero for the Braves is Alexis Moschler. Libero Italian for person wearing a different color shirt.
Is that really what that means?
No, there is an actual meaning for it, but it's always a fun joke. And for your Lady Chieftains, in the middle, number 1, Tessa Kalovich. On the right side, number 2, Hattie Baldock. Middle hitter number 6, Amanda Klein. Setter number 8, Kieran Dale. Defensive specialist number 11, Bailey Poggi. On the right side, number 18, Keisha Baldock. And the libero for the Lady Chieftains, number 55, Lexi Ziolo.
Tell you, fool me once, John, shame on me.
No, the libero, as you watch, you'll see them switch in and out of the game. They can only play on the back row. If they rotate up to the front row, there's something wrong. Generally, you'll see the libero is someone who's really, really good at defense, not as solid on the attack.
Gotcha.
Definitely a smaller, quicker player.
So kind of like a nice utility player out there in some sorts.
Exactly.
Oh boy. Gotcha.
And Braves are going to have the first serve here tonight. Ledbetter puts it up. Dug up. Big swing by Baldock. Salvaged. Nice block there by the middle for the Lady Chieftains. And Kalovich with the kill there for the Lady Chieftains to strike first.
Chieftains strike first blood here on the dominant Braves team. Let's see if they can keep it up here.
Bailey Poggi stepping back to serve. Drops it right in the hole in front of the defense.
Is that an ace?
That is an ace.
Yay, I feel proud of myself.
Ledbetter and Van Cleve just both looking at it, and the ball just takes that little dip right in front of him.
That just kind of found that soft zone there on the Brave side of the court. Great serve.
Poggi again heading back. Van Cleve digs it up. Big swing there by the right side hitter, Mariah Noel. Jolo did her best to keep the ball in play because it was going to hit that back corner, but wasn't quite able to get it, get a good pass out of it. Jolo digs it up and big swing there. Dug up, Cruz puts it over. Lady Chiefs is going to be forced to. They're forced to play a free ball, but that free ball turns into a kill for Bailey Poggi. She, again, the Lady Chiefs were a little bit out of system, but Poggi able to put it right where it needed to be, and
I just call that being at the right place, right time, John.
Kalovich with the dig for the Kalovich with the serve. Correction, Moschler with the dig and the quick attack by the Braves setter. The Chieftains put it back over, but set up the big kill there for Cruz. Set by Dale. Nice diving dig. And we're going to be a point for Tonganoxie as the set, Ren Van Cleve sets it just a little bit too far, and the ball kind of drifts over and floats over the net and lands right there in front of the R2 on our side. Used to be called the down ref. They do not like that anymore. It's the R2. R1 is the person standing on the far side there. Nice save set by Madlock. Baldock puts it up and Parrish goes over with it. Cruz hits a big cross-court shot, but line judge says it hits just out of bounds. Baldock back to serve. Dug it by Ledbetter. Big swing there by Cruz. Goes off the fingertips of Poggi and falls for a point for the Braves. Cruz, after that kill, steps back to serve. Big swing from the back row there from Cruz this time, but
I credit the net with great defense there, John.
Absolutely, a lot of times she was kind of ambitious there. Didn't get quite a good swing on it. Didn't time the swing quite right. And Parrish back to serve. Moschler digs it up. Great block there from the Chieftains. Puts the Braves out of system and make them give a free ball. We're punched by Amanda Klein, nicely placed. And again, great, keeping the Braves out of system, putting it where it's a tough pass to the setter, and the setter there not able to get up for her attacker, and forces an early timeout for the Braves. We will take that with them real quick. You're watching Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
And we're back at Tonganoxie High School, home of the Chieftains. Julia Parrish back to serve. Tonganoxie up 7-3 here in the first set. Moschler able to dig it up. And we talked about in-system versus out-of-system there. Much better pass there. Ledbetter was able to get it up and we get a good swing on that for the kill. Moschler steps back to serve. Ziolo with the great dig. Parrish not quite able to. I think that looked like a little bit of miscommunication because the ball was going to fall right in front of Parrish, but another defender for the Chieftains flying in. Ziolo with the serve there. Baldock with the set. Big swing from Klein. Braves able to get up, and we've got a net violation called on Tonganoxie. Frankie Downing a little bit into the net on that play. Jolo with a little bit too heavy of a pass there, and Braves able to clean up the overpass. After timeout, the Bonner Springs come back and tied it up 7-all. Dug up there, Baldock ends it. Ziola puts it over the net. set up there well by Madlock, and Noel puts it in the back corner.
So far, we're seeing that timeout, that early timeout Bonner took, really doing wonders for them as they're going on quite a run here, John.
Absolutely. 5 unanswered points for Bonner Springs. Mosher still serving.
Was it just a little miscommunication there, John?
It was a little overpass, and unfortunately, one of the things that folks that that are new to volleyball, everything over the court is in play. If it comes off, I was like that was, saw the overpass there as, the Tonganoxie player was get in and dug it, just was a little bit too solid on that, and the ball was floating over the net, but it hit into the R1 stand of the cross-court volleyball and fell, unfortunately right on the Tonganoxie side of the net. But it's funny, anything that is above these white lines is considered in play as long as it doesn't get hung up on there. If it's off the net, we saw one earlier on the Bonner Springs side, glance off the net, and it's still in play.
You definitely got to be on your toes at all time then here.
Absolutely. Big by shoulder nicely. Baldock with the set. Big swing from Olivia Klein. Finds that back corner, and finally the Chieftains are able to answer for. You got to break the Bonner Springs run there. Nikki Ledbetter not quite able to get around the swing on that. Jola serves it to her opposite number. Set up by Baldock. Big swing by Van Cleve. Finds the back corner.
I'll tell you, for this Bonner Springs volleyball team, when they come out swinging, they're going to come out swinging at you, John. That ball just seems to be coming off like with smoke behind it every time they kill it.
Yeah. Van Cleve steps back to serve. Downing digs it up. Baldock with a nice set. Big swing there from Kalovich. Ledbetter with tough ball, but picks up the kill as Parrish not able to put the ball right in the right spot for Acacia Baldock. Nice set by Baldock. Kalovich with a little push attack there. Set up Cruz with the tap. Jola sets it up, but Olivia Klein didn't quite time the jump right, hit the ball. The swing was on time, but the ball was a little bit lower than she was expecting, and unfortunately it's in the net. Bankley back to serve. Bonner Springs leading 12-8. Jola sets it up, nice little push by Kalovich. Madlock with the alert play there, pushing the ball back over the net as catching Tonganoxie a little bit unaware, but finding that back corner. Downing digs it up, and nice little floater shot off just sneaks in inside the right antenna here, and over a pair of diving Braves. Pulls the point back for the Chieftains. Hard swing there. Mariah Noel with a big swing off the block, and unfortunately falls for the Lady Chieftains. A couple of subs here for Tonganoxie. As Kieran Dale checks back into the match, as does Hattie Baldock. Nikki Ledbetter back to serve for Bonner Springs. Jola digs up the jump serve. Big swing by Olivia Klein. Cruz pushes over, Jola digs it up. And Klein takes it off the block and out for a point.
A great job getting elevation and getting the block on there, but that ball just had a little too much oomph on there, John.
Great set by Dale, putting it right where it was needed, and we have a free ball here for the Lady Chieftains. The rare libero attack from the back row there by Jolo almost falls. And then nice little dump from Dale. But unfortunately, Kiana Cruz able to convert the in-system attack and send the ball off the block and outside. You know, as a hitter, you've got to be on the ball. You know, you're not only watching where there's spaces on the floor, but also watch where your blockers are. You know, Klein on her kill knew exactly where her blockers were, knew what she had to do. Jolo digs it up. Set up by Dale, and Baldock attacks and stay a little bit long there. Puts it in play, dug up. And we have a net violation on the Bonner Springs side. This time, Mercedes Matlock was in the net a little bit. Freebie for the Lady Chieftains. Kalovich back to serve. Puts it right in the middle, and Matlock making up for that one by going on two. You know, a lot of times you'll see the setters. Good setters do that. They know. That's honestly the first time I've ever seen a setter with a full windup. Most times you'll see him go up for the set and then a little, dump. But back serve, dug up and over and two by the Chieftains. Poggi sends it over. Van Cleve sends back Jolo with the set. Baldock with a big swing there. Nice push. Nice. Great push by Ren Van Cleve there to push it to the back corner, but Lexi Jolo, talk about defensive, the libero, you're going to see somebody strong in defense. Lexi was able to get over there and get that ball up and give her team a chance, and unfortunately couldn't get that second touch. But
yeah, I mean, so far I got to give credit to the Bonner Springs defense there. It seems like no matter where the Lady Chieftains hit the ball there, they just always seem to be in the right location and seem to get it up and over the net from one another. Just great show play so far. This is why they haven't lost so many this year, John.
Yep. Keisha Baldock back to serve for the Lady Chieftains. Dug up, and Matlock had to dig it out of the net there as the pass was a little deep. Set up by Baldock, and set comes off a little bit funky, and Parrish not able to get around on it and send it over. Moves back to serve. Baldock sets it up in the middle. Four-man decline. Van Cleve sends it over. Jolo goes on two there. Nice dig.
Great minus second like, John.
Yeah, nice dig there by Poggi. Get the ball up and over. Unfortunately, just drifted a little bit outside and falls out for the point. Cruz sends it back, dug up, and set it for Downing with a big drive into the corner. Moschel able to get under it, but can't quite get around on it, and ball hits harmlessly into the net. As Olivia Klein checks back in for Tonganoxie. Julia Parrish back to serve. Dug up, Baldock sets it. Big swing dug up by Jolo. Klein's effort dug up. And cross-court shot there by Frankie Downing. Goes just outside. Right idea there, trying to go cross-court, but falls just outside. Marshall steps back to serve for Bonner Springs. Dug up, Baldock sets it up. Man Klein has to send it over. Baldock sets it up. That's the one exception to the rule. It's got to if it goes off of the roof, it's got to come back down on your own side. You cannot use the roof as an attacker. It's one of those things you see. Tonganoxie forced to send a free ball over. Baldock sets it up to the left side here, and the opposite for the Braves, not able to complete the attack as Ledbetter drills it into the net.
So far in our takeaway, I've seen Frankie Downing, number 10 for the Lady Chieftains there. She's been all over the blocks tonight so far for the Lady Chieftains, doing a great job.
Yep. Big swing there by Kiana Cruz, dug up by the Lady Chieftains. Wallach with the set, and Kalovich paints the back corner. Goes right over the defense in the center and tucks it just inside.
Just like a great pitcher can paint the corners in baseball, a great play there, painting the corners there in volleyball too.
Dug up. Mariah Noel with the big swing there and the kill. Didn't really leave Keisha ball like I said. That's more of a self-defense dig and not quite able to get the ball up and playable. Van Cleve sends it over. Dug up by Downing. Olivia Klein's effort sent back. Big swing by Downing.
Great play there by number 18 for Bonner there.
And Madlock sends it to the back corner and forces kind of an awkward pass from Parrish, and Wallach not able to dig it out of the net. Van Cleve serves looking short. Sit there, big swing, set up by Madlock. And again on the block there, Downing able to get the block and then
great.
Able to be alert, get the touch on the block, but then realize, hey, the ball's falling right in front of me, still get the ball up. Normally you can't touch it twice, but touches on the block don't count, and Chieftains able to convert that for a kill.
Just great determination there, never giving up on a play.
Yep. Downing sends it over, dug up, set by Madlock. Big swing, but Jolo able to keep the ball in play. Little assist from the net, and Chieftains send it over, and taking advantage of some miscommunication there as Madlock looked to set. She was hoping that somebody was going to be flying up the middle to stuff that ball, and I think the opposite was thinking she's going to go all the way across court. And awkward pass there, set up by Noel, and forced the free ball. Swing there by Olivia Klein. Like I said, by Madlock. Olivia Klein sends it over. Madlock on the set. Madlock forced to set it back there, and Mariah Noel again hits the ball into the net. We hate unforced error there for the Braves, and Chieftains trying really hard to battle back from set point. Jolo able to dig up that strong attempt. Madlock sets it cross court. Chieftains again on the block. Ball swung over, set up by Madlock.
Nice
little poke there by Klein. And this time, Bonner Springs able to finally put the first set to bed. The 25-18. Sorry, getting that mixed up there. 25-18 win here in the first set. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the second set here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
We are.
And we're back for the second set here in Tonganoxie. You're watching Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance. My name is Sean Rochkold, and I'm here with Dylan Funk. And Thank you to everybody who's joined us and stuck around. We got like I said, a little bit of a late start as the match got underway just after 7 because the freshman match went 2 sets, and then Lady Chieftains tried to make the JV match a battle. Coming back to win the second set and forcing a third set, leading for most of that. But again, in the JV side, Bonner Springs was able to kind of uncork a little bit of a run and able to come back and take that third set at 15-13. Here, as we get ready to start the second set, Tonganoxie will have the serve. It's very impressed by, obviously we knew Bonner Springs was good looking at their record. I'm very impressed watching this Chieftains team.
Me too, absolutely.
You've got solid defense. Lexi Jolo is pretty, getting around, flying around the court like a good libero should, and able to, get some balls up that you really, watching. I was like, oh, that's gone. And then no, she's able to get those up, and big swings and great awareness as well from, Olivia Klein and Frankie Downing in the attack, and like you touched on in the tail end of that set, Frankie Downing's been solid on the block as well for the Lady Chieftains, and we'll see if they're able to kind of keep that momentum as they, the first set was kind of got away from me as a broadcaster. Just noticed they battled off, I think, 6 set points in a row.
Yeah, I mean that competitive drive, John. I mean they started out the Lady Chieftains that first set. Came out on a nice little run, forcing Bonner to an early timeout, and then from there on it was kind of more Bonner dominated, but. If they could get that competitive drive going again and keep riding that, they can actually make this a game, maybe try to even take this set and force it into a third.
Yep. Bailey Poggi back to serve for the Lady Chieftains. Jump serve dug up by Van Cleve. Kiana Cruz with the big swing. Villa sets it up, and Parrish sends it over to the far corner. Noelle calling off her setter to put that ball right up for Cruz, and Cruz smokes it back corner for a kill. Not often that you see an attacker, calling off their setter, but Noelle definitely had the better angle on the ball, and Saibs back to serve for the Braves. Parrish with a swing there. Cross-court set from Cruz, and zeroed out on that one now. She just...
I think there's a hole in the floor, John, where that landed.
Just inside the antenna, and a little scuff mark there. Usually back to serve, and unfortunately into that, so Lady Chieftains able to get away with that one there. Kalovich stepping back to serve for Tonganoxie. This ball dug up. Madlock a little deep on the set, and nice solo block there from Amanda Klein. Klein was right there on the swing and put it back, found the floor in the defense. Nice serve, Madlock with the big set, and Cruz has got a swing. Senior outside hitter, 6 foot. She's reminiscent of a couple of the college players I watched at Avila. You've got that strong awareness and the really strong swing.
She's kind of one of those players, once you see it being set up for her and she's getting ready to come up and take that kill, you just kind of know, oh, here it comes.
Yep. Madlock back to serve. Jolo brings it up. And
what do we have here, Joe?
Baldock on the attack, but looks like Cruz gets into the net there. You saw the net shake a little bit. Those things got to be real familiar. With the experience in volleyball, you kind of get used to the signals from the R2. Set up there by Baldock, and another big swing there, but sinks it inside the antenna and just inside the line. There by Cruz, who's back to serve. R1 had a perfect angle on that. Jolo digs it up. Set nice little poke by Parrish. Baldock sets it up, and big strong hit by Ledbetter. Chieftain defense not able to bring it up as Poggi and it was like Parrish both got a touch on that, but neither one could bring it up and playable. Jolo digs it up. Baldock, a little bit of an awkward set. Chieftains forced to send it over. But they will take advantage of the unforced error there as Madlock set up to Lauren Tinberg, and Tinberg hit it just a bit outside.
Yeah.
Taking it back to the paint in the corner, but unfortunately it was a corner on the basketball court, and Parrish back to serve and able to pass, and that is dedication by the libero for Bonner Springs.
Yeah, she took kind of a nasty dive into the score table right below us, John.
Yep, absolutely. You know, it's one of those things that it is. We'll come back to that thought in a second. Dug upset by Baldock. Downing with the attack. Braves push it over. And we've got a ball handling error there as Downing able to come up with the big swing there, and looks like Tinberg got the block on it, but as she tried to swing and push it over, she kind of held onto the ball a little bit long, and ace by Julia Parrish.
Here we go. We're starting to see again. The Lady Chief is starting to put a run here.
Puts it right where she needed to, and Mosher not able to dig the ball up and put it back in play. You talked about getting back to that point I was making earlier. You know, so many sports where the edges of the court are unfortunately ball right into the net. The edges of the court are the boundaries. Not so in volleyball. The edges of the court only apply to the ball and to the players before the serve.
Right.
You know, if you'll see the liberos flying out of place. Like that, if she comes over and runs into the scores table but is able to get up, that could be a point. Serve there, Baldock with the big set for Amanda Klein, and Klein's able to find a defender.
Yeah, I mean, great effort on the dig there. It just came up a little too short to come over the net there, John.
Yep. Jolo back to serve for Tonganoxie. And she sends it off her opposite numbers. Forearms, and another ace. That's the third there for the Chieftains in tonight's match. Jolo goes right back at Moschler. But Braves able to answer that one. Nice, better pass, good set, and big swing by Ledbetter, putting the ball down for a kill. But the only thing you can't do in volleyball at the high school level is pursue across half court. You can fly out either side. Downing digs it up, and Baldock quick with the attack on two.
That looked like kind of another one of those self-defense digs there, John.
Yep. Noelle with the great set from Madlock there, and she just puts it right down the middle, and not much Tonganoxie could do there, but Lady Chieftains are still leading 9-8 in this second set. Downing digs it up, Baldock with the set. Nice little dink by Kalovich. Madlock sets across court, and Ledbetter stings it just inside the baseline there.
And out into the hallway.
Yep.
Yeah, that ball, he's probably seen enough. He's out of here. He's done getting spiked hard.
Normally you see the, in other years you'll see the multiple rotations of the ball. You'll see three balls and they'll rotate them out after every play. Obviously with COVID kind of changing things, you want to limit the exposure as much as you can. So. Jolo picks up kind of an unorthodox kill there. She hits the ball over, and Ledbetter double clutches and puts it down on her own side. Big block there by the Chieftains. Jolo bringing up. Baldock sets cross court.
Great job there.
Again, very nice awareness there from the Bonner Springs setter. Madlock, catches, sees the dig, sees the pass, and says, okay, I can do this, or there's this nice hole there that they spots that hole and hits that dink.
Yeah, just great player awareness, great court awareness as well.
And Ledbetter steps back, and she's able to pick up an ace for Bonner Springs. As the Chieftains not quite able to bring that one up. Joe able to bring that one up, and nice little floater by Kalovich. Madlock sets it, big swing by Cruz. Jolo gets it up, but too far over, and Cruz, Mariah Noel, able to clean up the overpass and put the ball down for a Bonner Springs kill. Ledbetter back to serve. Turn the ball over to Jolo, pass. Dale, good set. Got a continuation here, and wow. Yeah, Jolo trying that one. I think that a little bit, very aggressive blocking there by Bonner Springs. They see it. They see the attack coming. They hold the jumps, time it right, and by the time Jolo swung, she's committed. Well, there's a block, and
the rest is
digs it up in the net. But Chieftains able to salvage that one. Madlock sets it up to Noel, and she puts it down. It's one of those things that we're talking about, that the block there. The blocker's watching the ball, and they see that it's going to have to come over from the libero. And so they wait, and then at the last possible second they go up, and unfortunately Jolo is already committed to her swing, committed to her angle, and then she's like drilling it right into the block. Chieftains pick up a point there as the service goes into the net. Bailey Poggi checks into the game and steps back to the service line. Pick up set by Madlock. Parrish able to take it off the hands of Noel and down. You're seeing that the hands were a little bit split and able to hit it right in and use physics to put the ball down. Poggi with jump serve, dug up. Madlock with the set. Noel, no attack brought up, and another kill there for Parrish as her dig goes right into the hands of the R1.
Great job there by the Lady Chieftains, just kind of tipping it over the tall hands of Noel and the other defender, landing right in that soft zone behind them, picking up the point.
Ace by Kate Bailey Poggi there.
I'm loving the competitive spirit I'm seeing from the Chieftains right now, John. It's just been back and
definitely
forth.
Not giving up. Poggi with the jump serve sends it to Moschler. Madlock set, put down for a kill by Cruz. Substitution here for the Braves as Zainab Jlitny checks in, goes back to serve.
How many times did you have to rehearse saying that name, John?
Just once. And that is not even close to the hardest name I've had. Jolo digs it up, and short set, Parrish able to put it over. Cruz able to find the floor there. Chieftains had a couple of shots to dig it up, but not quite able to hit off the block, and not quite able to lift it. Jlitny sends the service. Parrish puts the ball up. Hattie Baldock with the kill there. The nice little pancake dig from Bonner Springs, but unfortunately it goes out of bounds. Tessa Kalovich steps back to serve. 15 serving 16. And that is going to roll into an ace for the Lady Chieftains as the first pass never really playable, and Moschler just doesn't quite get enough oomph on it for the free ball. Excellent defense there on the quick attack from Bonner Springs by the Chieftains. Matlock set to Cruz. Dug up by Kalovich. Parrish with the big swing, dug up by Ledbetter. Cruz swing, dug up by the Lady Chieftains, over for free ball.
Nice.
Matlock again sets, and Cruz able to finally put the ball away for a kill. Solid rally there from both
Solid rally.
squads.
So it is, I was getting ready to say rally, so it is a rally.
Absolutely.
Another point.
Going back to the names, Irene Schatzi-Estradiado. She's a volleyball player for Columbia College. Jolo brings up the service there, and a little bit deep. And Kieran Dale able to get down and try and dig that ball up out of the net, but Julia Parrish not able to keep it alive. And
now, better question, John, can you spell that name?
if you asked me that after I'd read it, yes. I might need a pen and a paper this time. Madlock's serve goes into the net. It's one of the, I was calling the American Midwest Conference Championship Finals as the PA announcer. Keisha Baldock's back to serve for the Lady Chieftains. Ball up. Moschler with the dig. Set up by Madlock. A little bit outside, and Cruz not able to put it over the tape. Into the net and down. Chieftains tie it up 18-all. With number 18, Keisha Baldock back to serve. Dug up and over. Put back, and be a free ball for the Lady Chieftains. Bonner Springs a little bit out of system there. You know, I don't think they were expecting that that attack from Jolo to fall where it did. Lady Chieftains lead 19-18. Moschler digs it up. Madlock with a diving attempt, and that ball, that desperation heave is over. Nothing that McLaughlin could do there but just put a hand on it and send it over, and just, you know.
Can you somehow try to use your feet in this sport, John?
Absolutely. That's one of the best plays that I've ever seen. Anything is fair game here.
Another out of
and Madlock there again looking for the dink, but goes out of bounds and forced a timeout there by Bonner Springs. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here at set number 2. Chieftains leading 21-18. You're watching Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
And we're back. Lady Chieftains leading here in the second set, 21-18. Keisha Baldock back to serve. R1 with the whistle beckons the serve. Dug up by Ledbetter. Set by Moschler. Swing by. Got two touch there by the Lady Chieftains as Amanda Klein not quite expecting that ball. Just kind of, again, one of those stuff that sets, and you know the hand's got to be just not quite in time. You know, that is one of the hardest skills for a referee to call, in my opinion. Serve dug up by Jolo. Parrich's attempt blocked by McLaughlin and Ledbetter for the Braves. talking about using it. You can use any part of your body as long as the contact is instantaneous. You can't carry the ball. Jolo digs it up, and Baldock sets it cross court. And Downing able to take it off a touch and into just in front of Cruz there for the point. Chieftains leading 22-20 as Parrish steps back to serve. Contact has to be instantaneous and simultaneous. You can see the setters, as they're up there with both hands, they have to touch on the fingertips. And
got it.
Madlock with the short set there, and that is the not instantaneous. We talked about the instantaneous. It's got to be touch in and out, and you see, like I was touching on the other day, that is the hardest skill for the referees to watch, because you have easily 10 feet from either referee. They're watching contact on 10 fingertips on a 11-inch ball.
Yeah, I mean, even from up here in the stands, John, I have no idea how to call any of that either. So
Jolo is able to dig it up, and Chieftains forced to send it over. Mushler made that look a little bit more dangerous than it really had to be, but Madlock able to set the ball to Noel for a kill.
It's called style points, John.
Yeah. Madlock serves it off the tape. And again, quick attack from Jolo. Not sure that was
just a great wall of Noel over there, man.
Again, not sure that was she kind of telegraphed that one. We talked earlier in the first set, Noel, and that time, again, I think the Chieftains get away with that one there as Moschler sends the ball long. We're tied up at 23.
Huge break for him. They got to try to capitalize here, though.
Go back to serve. Ace! Ace by Alexi Jolo. That's the way you want to see it. Set point for the Lady Chieftains.
So if I'm correct, John, is this match?
Set point.
Set point.
Set point.
Not match point. Set point.
And that's unfortunately timeout by Bonner Springs. We'll stay here. Going back to the any play, any part of the body, one of the best plays I ever saw, Park women's volleyball versus Columbia. Player from Columbia hit the ball, dug it, and Park got the dig, and the ball was going out of bounds. And the defensive specialist for the Pirates sticks her foot out. She's Brazilian, so she sticks her foot out, bicycles it over her head, confuses Columbia, ball falls for a point. Sports Center top 10, number 7 there. Jolo back to serve on set point. Sends it to Moschler. Madlock puts it up, and no, with the unforced error there, and that's going to tie this matchup one set apiece. Chieftains win set number 2, 25-23. We'll take a break and we'll be right back here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
And we're back here at Tonganoxie High School, home of the Chieftains. Tonganoxie tied the match up with a 25-23 win there in set 2. They dropped the first set 18-25. We talked in the pregame about both teams solid on the serve. Bonner Springs coming in with boatload of aces on the year, very aggressive serving team. Tonganoxie, respectable, averaging 1.5, 2%, but they've picked up, from counting 5 tonight.
I believe so.
None bigger than the one there by Alexis Jolo after, you kind of made the unforced error. She kind of telegraphed her attack on the second hit, and Noelle was able to get up, put the ball down for a point, but then, when given the chance to redeem herself, she came up with aces, punt for, completely intended there, and, sent the Chieftains to match point, the set point, and pick up and tie the ball game here. Reminder, Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, you'll find personalized coverage designed for you. As an agency, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. Be interesting to see. Hopefully Tonganoxie can keep that momentum going. They were able to battle back in that second set and do all the things that they needed to do. Picked up some solid blocks on the Bonner Springs attack, which has been outstanding so far tonight.
Yeah.
And they're it'll be love to see. Can't wait to see what's in store for us in set 3 as the Bonner Springs Braves will have the serve to start our third set. Take a moment to thank some of our other sponsors here. Big thanks to Community National Bank at Tonganoxie. Community-minded, community-strong. Community National Bank is a small-town bank with big-time capabilities. For a full range of banking services, visit Community National at 231 North Main Street or online at communitynationalbank.net. Nikki Ledbetter stepping back to serve for Bonner Springs. See the R2 verifying the starting rotations for both sides and the liberos jumping in. R1's whistle puts us in play. Jolo digs it up. Dale with the set. Emily Crowley with the big swing. Set comes outside to Cruz, and she's able to put it cross court and find it just inside the 10-foot line. Bonner Springs strikes first here in set number 3. We talked about aces there, and Bonner Springs there responds with one, hitting it just in front of Jolo.
It looks like she just came up a little too short on that dig there, John.
And first serve a little bit too short. That one effort goes way long. Unforced error, and Bailey Poggi steps back to serve. Dug up, Madlock sets it up, and Noelle able to put it down in the middle. Again, if you're new to volleyball, the libero is free to come in and go as they please. Excellent work by Lexi Jolo there, watching the flight of the ball and you're seeing that's heading out, and she just kind of watches it, and it's gone.
Huge, big break there for the Chieftains. They need to see if they can try to put a run of their own in.
Kalovich with the swing there, and kind of an awkward pass from Cruz, but Madlock with the alert play there, attacking in 2 and finding that back corner. Madlock steps back to serve. Dug up by Poggi. Attack blocked. Recycled by the Lady Chieftains, and Hattie Baldock able to find the hole in the Bonner Springs defense there.
John, maybe for some of our viewers that are, again, kind of new to volleyball, kind of like myself here, I'm learning as we're going. In the third set here, we don't play to 25.
No, we do.
We do?
Yes.
Okay.
For freshman varsity games, they're best of 3. Varsity game, freshman, junior varsity. Varsity is a best of 5, so play to 25.
Well, it's a good thing I said I'm learning along too, so there we go.
Madlock with the set to Cruz for the kill, sends it back corner there. One thing that is different, this year again, COVID changing so much, as you kind of see in the background, seeing everybody with masks, social distancing as much as they can. Normally the teams would change ends after every set, but
So that one hit the roof and landed on the Chieftain side there.
Off the R1 standing out, and the Chieftains get paid back for the one that they gave up earlier. Definitely fortunate there as the ball was kind of trickled over the net. Parich with the serve. Madlock sets, Ledbetter blocked it, but then dug up by Amanda Klein. Pushed over by Downing. Madlock with the set, Ledbetter able to dig it, and that's what we talk about the pursuit. And
wow. Are they calling her out of bounds, John?
They are calling her out of bounds because because she contacted the bench. She contacted the chairs on the bench before she contacted the ball.
It looked like Derek Jeter diving into the stands, man. That was awesome.
Yeah. Set by Madlock and dug up well by the Lady Chieftains. Amanda Klein puts it over. Madlock sets it near side. Ledbetter swing dug up by Jolo. And nope. So the roof's definitely a little bit shorter than I expected. So going back to that, and this is one of those things where on the sidelines you have got to be alert, because you can pursue the ball, but you cannot touch anything outside the court of play, benches or scores table, before you touch the ball.
So you got to be off, up and off your feet.
Absolutely,
to hit back in.
Well, and because it looks like Downing with the kill there, putting it right there in front of Kiana Cruz. Again, Balak chasing, but her two teammates not quite able to get up and moving fast enough, and just nicked. One of the chairs just nicked, which causes her to be declared out, and that ends it. Jolo serving to the net. Unforced error there for Tonganoxie. Bonner Springs serving 7-6. Jolo digs it up. Baldock with the set, and big swing by Downing, dug up. Madlock sets to Noel, and Noel finds the back corner there. Jolo digs up the serve. Baldock sets it across court, and Kalovich able to send it down the line. Hard to tell whether she forced it off a touch there, but the ball found that back corner either way. Point Tonganoxie. Downing serves it. Van Cleve forced to set it out of the back row. Baldock with the set. Angelo punches the ball over. Madlock comes right side to Ledbetter. Opposite side, correction. Big swing by Klein. And equally big swing there by Cruz off the set from Madlock. Substitutions coming in for Tonganoxie as Kieran Dale and Hattie Baldock check in. Ledbetter takes advantage of some miscommunication there as Jolo and Olivia, Kieran Dale both there. Ball hits the falls. No, my original call was correct. Olivia Klein, ball falls between them. Jolo comes to this one with confidence. Madlock able to get it up and over. See if the Chieftains can take advantage of the free ball, and they can not. Waiting to see what the refs call, because from our point of view, it looked like there was the slightest of touches, but R1 quick on the call, but now to make it a moot point there as Ledbetter puts the ball in the net for send the ball back to the Chieftains. Bailey Poggi steps back to serve. Tough dig there by Tonganoxie, and Kalovich and Baldock combined for a huge block there. Kiana Cruz has been hitting pretty strong all night, and that time the Lady Chieftains able to take advantage of kind of an awkward set and send the ball back for point. Madlock that time goes short with the set to Mariah Noel, who puts it down with some oomph.
I think with some oomph, it's an understatement, John. I mean, there's scuff marks all over this court down here.
Yeah, she's anytime you can get up and over and hit the ball almost straight down, that's a great sign. That's what you want. Zainab Zlitny checks in with serve. Look by Lady Chieftains. Dale on the set, but Hattie Baldock unable to connect, hits the ball into the block, and it falls into the Chieftain side of the court for a Bonner Springs point. 13-9. They got Dale able to set the ball up. Right over. Madlock comes to Cruz. Getting into the block, this time off the block and out for a point. Tonganoxie calls a timeout, trailing 14-9 here in set number 3. We will be back right after this break.
Wizard of Paws, located in charming downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming with an attention to detail. At Wizard of Paws, your pet becomes family and will be in a clean, stress-free, relaxing environment. With appointments throughout the day, Wizard of Paws gives your pet a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or bring your pet in for a free estimate at 612 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawsgrooming.com.
Welcome back to Tonganoxie High School. Here in Tonganoxie, Kansas. Tonganoxie Sports Live presented by Kansas Insurance. Chieftains trailing here in set number 3. Match tied 1-1. Look up Dale with this set, and Kalovich putting it down with authority right up Main Street. Sends that ball smoking just inside the back line. Gill then steps back to serve. Forces an awkward play there, but Bonner Springs able to make the most of it as Madlock's able to set the ball for Lauren McLaughlin, who's able to find a hole. Madlock steps back.
Was there a little miscommunication there, John?
Yeah, that one was just a well-placed ball. You got two players going for it and can't quite get there. Self-defense dig there. Jolo's attack goes on. Poggi's pass, not quite able to find the mark and sails out of bounds. Unforced error there from the freshman. Much better pass there that time, and Chieftains able to push the ball over with intent. Cruz able just to get just enough over the ball to knuckle it down and catch just the inside of the back line there.
Yeah, Lady Chieftains need to try to be careful here. They don't want to fall down too far behind, go down 2-1, try to, kind of fight an uphill battle from there.
And they definitely, Coach Poggi with a quick timeout there. We'll stick around. I'm kind of taking a moment to settle. Coach Poggi taking a moment to settle her team down there. Again, they've looked solid throughout. Just a couple of unforced errors there, and sometimes we talked about players needing to have a short memory. Sometimes you need to give a little bit of help with that and say, hey, you guys are doing great. You've got some things now. Here's some things we can improve on. Just give them just enough of a breather to.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've seen the Lady Chieftains. I mean, they've gone on their fair share of runs, within the first 2 sets of this match so far. So I mean, they just got to take a deep breath. Come together as a group, try to get a rally going here, and just quit. Focus on the little things. Try to correct the little things. Just start from there, and then things will happen accordingly.
Madlock serves, dug up by Jolo. Dale sets it to Amanda Klein, who puts it down off of Moschler and out. And that's exactly what you wanted to see coming out of a timeout.
Mm-hmm.
You settle the team down, and Jolo with the great pass puts it in perfect spot for Dale. Dale puts it up, sets it up on a platter for Klein. Klein sends it with authority cross court, and that's what you want to see. Keisha Baldock back to serve for the Lady Chieftains. They got Madlock on the set. And Van Cleve finding a seam in the defense there and tucking it inside the back line.
It just seems to be an advantage for Bonner so far here in this set, just kind of killing the ball, putting it back there on that back line. Seems to be a weak spot there for the Chieftain defense.
Middle of the set, Baldock. Baldock set to Parrish. Parrish cross court attempts to sails wide into the end of the crowd. 21 serving 11 here in set number 3. Match tied 1-1. Poggi sends the ball over. Trying to catch she sends kind of a free ball over, thinking maybe catch Bonner Springs out of system, but no, Crew's able to poke it up and
just great location on that play, just putting it in that back corner where they're force the Chiefs to try and make a play on it.
Jolo digs it up, Baldock with the set. Van Cleve with the hit, dug up. And Frankie Downing not able to get around on that one. Sends the ball harmlessly into the floor. Jolo digs it up. Poggi with the set and swing. Jolo digs up the Ledbetter attempt. There you go. Julia Parrish with the nice mid-court kill there. Again, finding the seam in the defense for Bonner Springs and able to take the ball off a defender and down. Steps back to serve. Bar upset by Madlock. Big swing by McLaughlin off the block and down. She's able to power it through the hands of the Chieftains.
Yeah, Chiefs. It just seems like any time so far in the set, anytime the Lady Chieftains try to build up that momentum, get a rally going, it's just Bonner's just there to just kind of kill it right away.
Yep. And we're at set point in set number 3, and Jolo digs it up, and Keisha Baldock with the set. 3-ball Baldock backside to Olivia Klein. Dug up by Bonner Springs. Forced to send a free ball over. Baldock with a quick attack. Dug up by Baldock with the set and off the roof and taking advantage of it, and a miscommunication from Tonganoxie as Baldock and Downing both think they've got a line on it, and we're going to send the ball over. Fortunately, it hits off of him and falls to the floor, so Chieftains are going to fall to trailing 2-1 in this match. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the 4th set. You're watching Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Community-minded, community strong. That's what you get with Community National Bank in Tonganoxie, a small town feel with the best banking services, including great options on loans, checking and saving accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. At Community National Bank, people don't care how much we know until they know how much we care. To learn more, check us out on Facebook at Community National Bank KS or visit communitynationalbank.net. Go Chieftains!
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. That's why they are continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. Great programs like the 3rd and 4th grade basketball league and the 4th through 6th grade volleyball clinics. Registration for those programs are open right now and are great for any skill level. For more information or to get registered, go to tongirec.org or call the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission at 913-845-3502. Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com. Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
We're back at Tonganoxie High School. Getting ready for set number 4 of tonight's Frontier League matchup between Bonner Springs and your Lady Chieftains. Lady Chieftains dropped set number 3, 25-12. For a second there, I was thinking that they were going to do like they did in the first set and stave off set point after set point after set point. You know, saw the ball come off the ref stand and fall tantalizingly, but unfortunately just that one little bit of luck just kind of, extinguished right there with a little bit of miscommunication. And
without a doubt, the Bonner Spring defense, any momentum that the Lady Chieftains were starting to build up, kind of felt like, all right, here we go, we're going to start getting on a run. They just said, not today. Kind of putting that one away quickly, 25-12. Best believe they're coming out with that same attitude now as they're trying to put the whole match away. Am I correct on that one? That Bonner wins this one? Okay.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Good thing to say. So, if I'm the Lady Chieftains here, nothing to lose. We're obviously the, as far as record says, lesser opponent, kind of playing against the more top opponent in the league. So, try to rally off these next 2 sets, try to come back and win. That'd be huge. It could spark something very great for the rest of their season.
Going to be taking a quick look at Bonner's schedule as Bailey Poggi steps back to serve. Moschler digs it up. Madlock sets it to Noel. Of the one loss that Bonner Springs has had on their season is to Blue Valley North. They dropped down 3-2, but other than that, they have not lost 2 sets to any opponent. It's going to be a huge win for the Lady Chieftains. Jillo digs it up and forced to send it over. Madlock able to recover and make chicken salad on that one as she's able to set the ball up for Kiana Cruz, who puts it right down Broadway. Ledbetter serves. Julia Parrish finding the back corner with some authority there. Nicely set by Dale, and put it in a perfect spot for Parrish, and she just sent it long. Tessa Kalovich Not able to keep up the momentum there. She sends her serve into the net. Zainab Zlitny checking in for Bonner Springs. Talk about defensive specialist. Zlitny has shown herself to be a kind of a serving specialist for Bonner Springs. Jolo dug it up, set, big set cross court. Again, dug up by Jolo. Dale with the set. Big swing by Amanda Klein. Joust at the net. Unfortunately, Amanda Klein not able to recover. You know, they won the joust. You know, she had a great joust, but not able to, you know, get down and pick the ball back up. Jolo digs the ball up, and the overpass goes a little long. Madlock, and then Madlock gives it away with a unforced error there, kind of uncharacteristic for her as she tries to send it cross court. And we were talking earlier, that's one of the hardest skills to judge, but you know, one of my former coaches that I worked with told me a lot of times you watch for it, but when you watch, you can see it. Sometimes you can't see it, but the sound.
Yeah.
Keisha Baldock sends it over. Matlock finds Cruz for the easy kill there. Yeah, a perfect set, he told me, will not have any sound at all on the fingers. You know, you'll see the ball change directions, you'll see the hands touch, but you won't hear anything. The epitome of soft hands there. Baldock tries to save it out of the net, but unfortunately was there at the same time and whistled in the net. Salvaged by Baldock, sent over. Madlock to Cruz, blocked partially by the Lady Chieftains, but Downing not able to dig it up as she was falling down. Bonner Springs opening set 4 with a 7-2 run. Madlock serves, Baldock with back set, and a little spin shot there by Parrish as she hits it, and with the backspin just does enough to confuse the Bonner Springs defenders, and the ball finds the court. And Parrich's serve goes a little bit long. She try to break the Bonner Springs momentum, and just can't find that break.
It's just kind of shades from the last set, John.
Yeah. And that is the replay.
So they just replay the set if that
Absolutely,
happens,
yep. Now that's not the craziest place I've ever seen in volleyball land. Again, I used to work for Park University, did a lot of work with their women's volleyball team. Cruz steps back to set it. Dug up. Kept alive by Tonganoxie, sent a free ball. Madlock sets for the big swing. Baldock sets it cross court to Klein, who sends it back and off the touch and out. And we're talking about the craziest touch I ever saw is that ball was dug and hit up into, Park has these domed stadiums with the scoreboard hanging down the middle of it. And the volleyball managed to land on the edge of the scoreboard.
Like perfectly on the edge?
Perfectly on the edge. No idea. And it's still there to this day. Set up by Baldock, sent over by Downing. Madlock sets it backside, and the attack goes long for Bonner Springs as Ledbetter puts a little bit too much behind it. And yeah, the ball literally, was smoked on an attack, dug up, and it just...
like trying to defy physics.
Dug up there, Madlock able to get the ball over and almost knock the ball out of the net. But, the ball literally found a perch on a 4-inch wide edge of the scoreboard. And like I said, it is still there to this day because the scoreboard's such that it's hung permanently to the ceiling, but it takes a huge lift to bring it down. So they're just like, yeah, we'll leave it there. He's a little bit lonely. Baldock with the set, and Little poke by Olivia Klein. A little better swings over for the Braves. Tonganoxie able to set it up. Ball up with the back set to Downing, but her cross-court attack goes long. Alexis Moschler back to serve for Bonner Springs. Baldock sets opposite side to Kalovich. You saw the reaction, the body language there from Tonganoxie. They thought Kalovich's shot hit the line, but line judge and the R1 were right there to say, just skate on the outside, and wisely called timeout there by Coach Sarah Poggi. We will take a quick break, and we'll be back in set number 4. You're watching Tonganoxie Sports Live.
To be successful on the field or the court, you need a quality team. To be successful in the real estate game, you need the team at Whitebirch Properties Realty Executives in Tonganoxie. Amanda, Brianna, and Joanna make up this team of like-minded individuals with the goal of making the home buying and selling process enjoyable and stress-free. The team at Whitebirch Properties is in it to win it. Stop by and put together your game plan at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007.
This is what happens when the student section gets involved, trying to help get a ball down.
Yep. There's R2 trying to send it straight up, and hey, we got one of the two down. Let's see if are we gonna go for the second one there?
Come on, you can do it!
I think now they're going to go back to the pros. Bailey Poggi. There we go.
Hey!
Hand it to the person that knows what she's doing. We saw the R2 tries to come up from right under it, and physics tells you that's not going to work. Newton's second law: every action has an equal and opposite reaction. When you come straight under it, it's like the ball goes tuk, tuk, and so Bailey taking advantage, a little better knowledge of that second law, and she sends it out.
Not only can JR call volleyball, folks, but he is also a scholar.
Gillo digs it up. Sent over by Kalovich. Dug up. Cross-court attack. Dug up there by Baldock. Tonganoxie keeps it alive, sends a free ball over. Madlock sends it to Cruz, and Noel able to find the floor there. Parrish gets on it just enough, but not able to, kind of hits it where she doesn't have any backup there, and you catch his teammate kind of going opposite direction. And Moschler back to serve, 12 serving 5. Baldock with a set, big swing by Kalovich, blocked off it, and hits off the touch and is out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, John, after watching all this action, I think if I played one set of volleyball, I would need a chiropractor immediately after that. Perfect example right there.
Yeah, I'm amazed to see what these ladies are able to do, flying around the court, and, it's always fun to talk about cross-training, and you see athletes saying, what they would do playing each other's sports. And Moschler serve dug up by Jolo, set cross court by Baldock. Kalovich able to take it off block and sneaky just inside the line. That time it was inside the line. Again, the R1 with a great view there with the quick call. Kalovich steps, correction, Downing back to serve. Off the tape, Moschler dig it up, and nice one-handed dig, but the attempt there goes outside the antenna. Klein able to dig it up and send it over, but unfortunately just over the outside of the antenna. A couple of subs there for the Lady Chieftains as Hattie Baldock checks in. Takes her spot in the rotation on the front row. Van Cleve serve. Great attempt there by Jolo to...
Yeah, I mean, A for effort, right, John?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Olivia Klein not able to get great contact on that, but Jello alert and able to get over behind. That time Jello calls off Olivia Klein and takes the ball up. Great short, great talk there by Jello as she puts the ball up in a perfect position for the set, and Klein goes cross court for the kill. Bailey Poggi steps back to serve. Chieftains trailing 7-16 here in the fourth set and trailing 2-1 in the match.
It's never too late to start a big rally here, John.
Yeah. Poggi serve dug up by Van Cleve, set near side by Madlock, but if you're looking for a rally, you're gonna have to keep it away from Mariah Noel. She has been a nemesis tonight. She's,
She has absolutely been capable of just taking the game over for the Braves. An absolute killer for the Lady Chieftains.
Yeah, she knows where, Ball dug up by Zola, an overpass, and that time Kiana Cruz cleans up the overpass.
Oh my Lord.
I don't think as an attacker you salivate when you see those overpasses. You're like, yes, 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 and then
it's just like a batter in baseball when he sees a hanging hanging changeup or curveball, man. Eyes light up, start to salivate, just smash that baby.
But the Ledbetter there gives back the unforced error, and no real harm for the Lady Chieftains. As Kalovich, of course, as soon as I say that, Kalovich sends the ball into the net. Mariah Noel steps back to the service line for the Braves. Rillo with the set. Nice little flick there by Perich. Able to put it in a hard spot for the defense to dig it up, and the ball eventually finds the floor there. Perich picks up the kill. Keisha Baldock checks in, steps back to the service line for Tonganoxie. Chieftains still looking to mount that rally, trailing by 10. Marshler able to set the ball up, and
look out, ref!
And Cruz's attack dug up well there by Poggi, but unfortunately not quite able to keep it in play. Trillo digs it up. Baldock with the back set. Perich with a little floater. Fortunately, Bonner Springs able to kind of get stay in system and takes that ball Madlock to Cruz, and that's all she wrote. Madlock back to serve. Poggi brings it up. Baldock with the set, and Amanda Klein takes it off. Get another one of those things where you think you hear something, but obviously the referees have a little better product, and Coach Sarah Poggi takes a quick timeout. We will take it with him.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
And we're back at Tonganoxie High School. Chieftains staring down the barrel of a 13-point deficit, hoping to mount a rally here. And ball's kept alive, sent over to Moschler. Free balls are not going to be the way to do that for Tonganoxie there. I was getting ready to say the Chieftains were almost fortunate there as Madlock was kind of goofing around with the ball, and the R1 had blown the whistle to beckon, and like a quick attack by Baldock. Madlock with the back set to Van Cleve, who sends the cross court to the back corner.
So this here, John, is this match point?
This is match point for Bonner Springs. Jolo digs it up. Baldock with a swing. Attack block, but Chieftains keep it alive. Madlock hits it to Cruz, and that's all she wrote. Again, Chieftains show quite a bit of life, but unfortunately fall 3-1 to Ottawa, or correction, Bonner Springs. Final score of the match, 3-1. Ottawa.
Is that who they play next, John?
No, I have no idea. I'm not sure who they play next, but I'm really, for some reason, this is my college days because Ottawa is the Braves and they wear black uniforms. So I see Braves, my mind goes to Ottawa. So the Bonner Springs Braves win the match 3-1, 25-18, 23-25, 25-12, and 25-9. We'll be back for the postgame show brought to you by SNS Body Shop right after this break.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to SNS Body Shop in Tonganoxie. SNS has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at S&SAutoandBody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
To be successful on the field or the court, you need a quality team. To be successful in the real estate game, you need the team at Whitebirch Properties Realty Executives in Tonganoxie. Amanda, Brianna, and Joanna make up this team of like-minded individuals with the goal of making the home buying and selling process enjoyable and stress-free. The team at Whitebirch Properties is in it to win it. Stop by and put together your game plan at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007.
And welcome back to Tonganoxie High School. It's John Rochkold with Dylan Funk. Bring back to the SNS Body Shop postgame show. Since 1972, SNS Body Shop has been the place to go in Tonganoxie for auto body and repair work. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at SNSAutoandBody.com or call 913-369-3193. Again, Tonganoxie puts up a good fight, but unfortunately falls to 5-10 overall in the season, 2-3 in Frontier League play. Bonner Springs moves to 10-1, improves their Frontier League record to 3-0. Bump back up to first place. Again, solid performance by the Lady Chieftains there. First two sets were very close. Obviously, the first set they staved off set point several times, but not able to keep that rally going as Bonner Springs just showed that their talent took it to the Lady Chieftains, and we'll be joined shortly by head coach Sarah Poggi. But Dylan, who stood out for you, player of the game tonight?
Well, John, for me, trying my best to watch the game and learn on the game. To me, quite frankly, I know typically you're supposed to kind of give the game ball to maybe either somebody on the home side, but really the one lady that stood out to me tonight was Noelle for Bonner. Absolute beast. Anytime the Lady Chieftains tried to get something over the net, she was almost always there, well over almost half the time to block it, or if anything was set up for her perfectly, she would just spike it right through the floor of the gymnasium. She just kind of seemed to really take control of this game tonight and dominate in some spots. Definitely a big part of the Braves win tonight.
Yeah, fair points. Got to recognize talent where it is. I'd say, from the Lady Chieftains standpoint, I was very impressed with the play of Lexi Jolo tonight. Libero, one of the things you need to see from your libero is the ability to kind of get anywhere on the court that they need to be and to take command of that back line when they're in there. You saw a couple times where there was a little bit of confusion, but they were able to, Jolo was able to kind of notice it, rally your team, say, hey, I got this, and step right up. And, record, for the Lady Chieftains is not great, but again, not a bad showing against a really talented, really deep Bonner Springs squad.
Absolutely.
Definitely excited to see how the Lady Chieftains perform through the rest of the Frontier League season and hopefully into the playoffs. See if we can get a win, a few more wins on the way out, and we'll.
We're not too late in the season to get some. String some wins together, and hey, anything can happen.
Middle of the pack is not a bad place to be. Again, with 4 undefeated teams in the conference, that's never it's a good sign that the talent in the league is very deep.
It's just not an easy task to try to climb up those rankings when you're trying to face those undefeated teams.
Yeah, absolutely. As we talked about earlier in the pregame coming into tonight, DeSoto, Baldwin, Spring Hill, and Bonner Springs, all 4 teams undefeated on the year. Obviously, Bonner Springs moved to 3-0, so they keep their perfect Frontier League record intact. We're still waiting to hear from results from the rest of the folks around the league. Again, checking the Maps Prep scoreboard, nothing has been updated across anybody, but looking at it, I say, looking at the matchups, I think the only one that I'm really, kind of biting my nails on is, it's non-conference, so it doesn't really matter. So, DeSoto taking on Lansing, out of conference, Lansing also has an 8-0 record overall in the year, so it'll be interesting to see how DeSoto performs there. But, Baldwin taking on Eudora. Eudora, middle of the pack, 500 record in conference, and fully expect that the beginning of tomorrow that you'll still have 4 undefeated teams in conference, and
just great talent here in the area for ladies volleyball.
Absolutely. You talk a lot of players. My background is at the college level in the NAIA. I've been there for the past 10 years at stints at William Woods University. They have a very up and coming volleyball program. Then I was at Park University for 4 years, watching possibly one of the best volleyball coaches in the country, certainly in the Midwest, but definitely in the country, Mark Talamontes. And looking at both sides of the court, I see talent that can play at that level. Again, it's one of those things where not necessarily going to get the Division I scholarship, but there's nothing wrong with playing at the NAIA level, and you see obviously the big standouts for Bonner Springs, Cruz, Noel, Matlock. I think they should be certainly getting some college looks, but
if they haven't already.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what I'm saying. It'd be a shame if they weren't. And then for Tonganoxie, Jolo looks solid. She's should be getting some interest. Frankie Downing had some flashes of brilliance. She can kind of string together a little bit more consistent attacks. We should be in good shape with her. And honestly, the player I'm really most impressed by from a potential standpoint is Bailey Poggi.
Yeah,
as a freshman, defensive specialist. Again, able to manage some pretty outstanding digs there on the back line. She's listed on the roster as an outside hitter, but you're not going to break the lineup because she's got some upperclassmen in front of her. But I'm excited to see the rest of the season. We are waiting for head coach Sarah Poggi to come up for a quick post-game interview. She's kind of showing off her skills on the volleyball court there. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
With the best banking services, including great options on loans, checking and saving accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. At Community National Bank, people don't care how much we know until they know how much we care. To learn more, check us out on Facebook at Community National Bank KS or visit communitynationalbank.net. Go Chieftains!
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. That's why they are continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. Great programs like the 3rd and 4th grade basketball league and the 4th through 6th grade volleyball clinics. Registration for those programs are open right now and are great for any skill level. For more information or to get registered, go to tongirec.org or call the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission at 913-845-3502. Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com. Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
And we're back here at Tonganoxie High School postgame with head coach Sarah Poggi. And after a solid performance, but a tough loss for the Lady Chieftains, falling 3-1 in that, 25-18, 23-25, 25-12, and 25-9. Coach, talk to us a little bit. Obviously that first set, you guys staved off 4 or 5 straight match points, but just finally gave it the point, and then took the momentum into the second set. How's that set you guys up for the rest of the season?
You know what? They have the drive. They have the ability. It's a matter of figuring out how to hold that fire when things don't go our way. That's something, tonight we see that. Hopefully we can take it, build on it, learn from it.
Yeah, absolutely. As Dylan and I talked about through the course of the match, there were a lot of, good things to take away. Strong defense from Lexi Jolo, and obviously you're going to be maybe kind of biased here, but Bailey Poggi's looking good in the back line. Frankie Downing had some good swings, and your setters Dale and Baldock both again able to keep the ball alive and put it in the right place for your hitters when you're staying in system. Obviously, you talk about the trying to keep the fire alive. How do you going back into practice? How do you take that momentum with the sets 1 and 2 in the performance? How do you kind of refocus your squad in practice on that? And just kind of.
You know what? You have to move forward, and that's what I told them in the huddle. This is what it is. This is what we need to do better. Hopefully, we learned X, Y, Z, and tomorrow, start fresh and build on what we learned.
Absolutely. One last thing. One of the things Dylan and I talked about coming in is serving was going to be a big key, and Bonner Springs comes in with 60 some odd aces on the season. You guys, not a slouch, but you guys rack up 6 in that match, including a couple of huge ones there in the second set.
Absolutely.
Was that something you were expecting from the team, or was that something you guys have worked on?
Serving, I'm proud of them on serving. We do. We push it a lot in practice because we push a lot on the serve receive. So we don't do a lot of punishment for missed serves in practice. It's more be aggressive. That's what I want from you. I want you to make the passers better. So they've kind of carried that into the games, which is amazing.
Yeah, that one of the things I talked about in the pregame is looking at Bonner Springs. They they have a ton of service aces, but also a ton of service errors, which is hallmark of an aggressive team.
Right.
But then you guys, looking at what you guys have done today, you wasn't necessarily expecting that, but you guys, kind of definitely surprised me coming in with this, and picking up, like I said, 6 aces and only a couple of unforced errors. And most of the unforced errors coming towards the tail end of the match as you're getting tired.
Right, right, and that's what were you tired or were you done?
Mm-hmm.
Like, mentally, were you done? You have to figure out how to not mentally collapse. So, they got a few good blocks that would get them amped up, and it was then needing to coast on that. Keep that momentum, expect them to do amazing things, expect it, then keep moving. Don't dwell on it. Get past it. Do good things. They were able to do that in the second set. Not so much in the next 2.
Yeah. Again, it's hard to kind of keep that momentum up. Again against a really talented team. But
yeah.
Anyway, any final words for the team?
I don't think so. I do not. I'm proud of them tonight. I would have liked a little more out of them towards the end, but overall, I'm proud of them.
It's a long season. You got, still got most of the conference schedule set. And you guys are sitting middle of the pack.
Right.
Again, with 4 undefeated teams ahead of you. Not a it's a daunting task. But again, no shame in being middle of the pack with 4 outstanding undefeated teams ahead of you. So anyway,
nowhere to go with that.
Thanks a lot, Coach, and excellent team work tonight in the first couple of sets, and we'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you.
All right, we will take another break, and we'll be right back on the SNS postgame show right after this.
To be successful on the field or the court, you need a quality team. To be successful in the real estate game, you need the team at Whitebirch Properties Realty Executives in Tonganoxie. Amanda, Brianna, and Joanna make up this team of like-minded individuals with the goal of making the home buying and selling process enjoyable and stress-free. The team at Whitebirch Properties is in it to win it. Stop by and put together your game plan at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007.
And we are back for kind of wrap it up from Tonganoxie High School as Tonganoxie falls 3-1 on the night, 25-18, 23-25, 25-12, 25-9. You're getting Dylan, first real volleyball game as a broadcaster.
Yes.
I'm sure you watch plenty of them as a fan and as a graduate of Tonganoxie, but what do you think? Are you hooked?
Yeah, I would say I'm hooked. It is definitely fast-paced. Back in high school, typically volleyball games would either end – they'd be during football practice or when we were having our team meal the Thursday night before a Friday night game. So I rarely got a chance to come in and see volleyball games. I got it snuck in a couple times, but tonight was really my first time actually sitting down, watching a whole varsity volleyball match set up. And I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to coming back next week, especially I got more knowledge on it. I feel like I'm more prepared. Can be more than kind of like a Booger McFarland of volleyball commentators, But, I enjoyed myself tonight.
No, like I said, you did solid. Again, this was a great performance from Tonganoxie Lady Chieftains. Again, no shame in the result here because again, Bonner Springs come in solid squad.
Right.
We are going to, like I said, wrap it up. Let you go here from Tonganoxie High School. We will see you guys again on Friday night. Back out here at Tonganoxie High School as we are on the gridiron. Tonganoxie taking on Eudora in a pivotal Frontier League matchup. This is John Rochko for Dylan Funk and the rest of the Tonganoxie Sports Live crew saying thank you for watching and have a great night.
You've been watching Tonganoxie High School Athletics on your new home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by Brothers Market, Community National Bank, Midwest Chiropractic Center, SNS Auto Body, The White Birch Agency Realty Executives, Physical Therapy Solutions, First State Bank and Trust, the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission, and Wizard of Paws. Thanks for watching. And be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.